What's up, Reds? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some breaking, and I mean breaking developments coming straight out of Manchester United, and trust me, this one is going to shake things up in a big way. We're talking about a full midfield revolution, a complete shift in direction, and names that could define the next era at Old Trafford. So, if you want to catch it all, make sure you stay locked in, because this is one of those stories that keeps getting bigger the deeper you go. Now, let's get straight into it, because the headline is clear. Casemiro is set to leave Manchester United at the end of the season, and that changes everything. This is not just about replacing a player, this is about replacing leadership, experience, defensive intelligence, and that calm presence in the middle of the park. So, the big question is already out there, and I want you to think about it as we go through this report. Who should replace Casemiro, and can any single player actually do what he has done for this team? Because right now, Manchester United are not looking at just one option, they are looking at multiple profiles, multiple systems, and a completely new midfield identity. And leading the charge, the name that keeps coming up again and again is Sandro Tonali. This is a player who brings control, composure, and tactical awareness at the highest level. He's got that ability to dictate tempo, break up play, and transition the ball forward quickly. And if you're looking at someone who can step into a high-pressure role at a club like Manchester United, Tonali ticks a lot of boxes. But here's where it gets interesting. Would he be enough on his own, or does United need to bring in more support around him? Because the club is not stopping there. Another name firmly on the radar is Ayyoub Buoaddi, one of the most exciting young midfielders in Europe right now. This is a different kind of signing. This is about the future, about building something long-term, about developing a player who could become a star at Old Trafford. And then you have Manu, Koné, a player known for his energy, ball-winning ability, and defensive strength. You start to see the pattern here, don't you? Manchester United are not just replacing Casemiro, they are redesigning the entire midfield structure. And just when you think that's enough, another name enters the conversation, and that's Alex Scott, a young talent, a future star, someone who could be developed into a key player over time. This is the kind of move that shows long-term vision, not just short-term fixes. So now the question becomes even more interesting. Do Manchester United go for experience, youth, or a perfect balance of both? Because let's be honest, this is a huge decision. Get it right, and United could dominate midfield battles for years. Get it wrong, and they could struggle to control games at the highest level. Now, here's something I want you to really think about. If Casemiro leaves, who steps up immediately? Do you trust the current squad to fill that gap? Or do you believe a signing like Tonali is absolutely necessary from day one? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is where your opinion really matters. And it doesn't stop there. This rebuild is not just about who comes in, it's about how the team will play. Under interim manager Michael Carrick, we've already seen signs of a more structured, controlled approach, and that could influence the type of midfielders the club targets. Players who are comfortable on the ball, tactically disciplined, and capable of maintaining possession under pressure. So now, imagine this for a second. A midfield with Tonali controlling the tempo, Koné breaking up play, and a young talent like Buoaddi or Scott developing alongside them. That's not just a midfield, that's a project, that's a vision, that's a statement of intent. But of course, nothing is ever that simple. Transfers come with challenges, negotiations, competition from other clubs, and financial considerations. So here's another question for you. If you had to choose only 2 midfielders from this list, who are you bringing in and why? Because one thing is clear, Manchester United are planning something big. This is not a minor adjustment, this is a midfield overhaul, a shift from relying on one dominant figure like Casemiro to building a more dynamic, flexible, and balanced unit. And as we head closer to the summer transfer window, all eyes will be on Old Trafford. Who comes in, who leaves, and how this team evolves could define the next chapter of Manchester United's story. So stay locked in, because this is just the beginning. The midfield shakeup is real, the targets are lined up, and the decisions being made right now could shape the future of this club for years to come. And if you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Super Red Devils for more breaking news, transfer updates, and deep analysis. Because here, we don't just follow Manchester United, we live every single moment of it.